Every streaming service wants you to watch the next billion-dollar blockbuster, whether it's Netflix recommending the same top 10 originals that they make, or Disney Plus showing you another superhero movie or TV show, or if it's HBO Max showing you a prestige drama. The list goes on and on and on. But then there's a platform out there that exists where 1 second you are watching one of the greatest Oscar-winning movies of all time, and then the next you're watching a movie so weird and obscure you have to sit back and wonder, how did this get on a streaming platform? And that platform is called Tubi. This video is not about ridiculing Tubi or these obscure movies. In fact, no, we are celebrating them. The fact that they can get on a streaming service, get that ad revenue, get these creators paid is remarkable. Because hidden beneath the Hollywood machine exists a world of forgotten cinema, a world of obscurity and low-budget masterpieces. And I want to talk about it. So welcome to the world of obscure movies. In the 1950s, arguably one of the best periods of cinema, exists a genre of film where monsters and aliens, robots, flooded the cinemas. People were so fascinated with the strange and unusual that filmmakers took advantage of that and made possibly some of the greatest pieces of cinema ever made. The Alligator People, which I am wearing a shirt for. You can pick it up at chapelmedia.com, by the way. Which is about a man turning into an alligator monster and his wife trying to save him. And the movie ends with her ending up in a psych ward because people think she's crazy. It's so bizarre that it's one of my favorite movies, honestly. Then there's the movie Tobar the Great, which Tobar is literally just robots spelt backwards. The film imagines a future where highly advanced robots are controlled by human thought. While it seems simplistic today, it reflects a genuine excitement and anxiety surrounding advanced technology, something that we are currently going through right now. Dude, the 1950s was ahead of its time. Movies like Robot Monster, The Killer Shrews, Attack of the Giant Leeches, Them, and dozens of others became staples in the drive-in era of cinema. But looking back at the costumes and effects, they look laughably cheap, but there's an undeniable charm to them. These filmmakers weren't trying to make a perfect movie, no. They were trying to entertain the audience with whatever resources they had. Ironically, many of these films are remembered today precisely because of their imperfections. Not every movie had to be a blockbuster to leave a lasting impact on the world. Some films failed spectacularly at the box office, only to find the audience years or even decades later. These are called cult classics. Unlike mainstream hits, cult classics developed passionate fan bases who quote every line, attend every midnight releasing, who have memorabilia from this movie. They dress like the characters at conventions, and they introduce the film to future generations. Sometimes a cult movie succeeds because it's genuinely brilliant. Other times it's because it's unlike anything else ever made. Take Plan 9 from Outer Space by Ed Wood. Often called one of the worst movies ever created, nearly every aspect of the production went wrong. The sets looked unfinished, continuity errors filled nearly every scene, and the acting was atrocious. Yet today, it's arguably one of the most famous low-budget films in history. Its flaws became part of its identity. Audiences didn't laugh at it. They laughed with it. The same can be true for countless obscure films that found second lives through late-night television or VHS rentals, DVD collections, and eventually streaming platforms like Tubi. For decades, making movies required expensive cameras, editing equipment, finding a distributor willing to release your work. But today, almost anyone can make a movie. We have high-quality cameras that fit in our pockets. Editing software is inexpensive, oftentimes free. My movie, The Vermin Within, was edited entirely on CapCut for free. It's honestly insane how many resources and tools we have nowadays that are so cheap and inexpensive where almost anybody can become a filmmaker overnight. We don't live in the golden age of cinema. We live in the independent age of cinema. Oftentimes, people develop these heart wrenching dramas, and then other times, people make movies called The Velocipaster about a pastor who transforms into a dinosaur to fight crime, and somehow it works. The sequel's coming out soon, and I'm excited for it. Oh my gosh, it's. I'm actually very excited for that movie. Movies like Hundreds of Beavers embrace silent film comedy, visual gags, and practical effects in ways Hollywood rarely attempts anymore. Meanwhile, like Bears on a Ship prove that sometimes all you need is a ridiculous idea and the determination to see it through. These movies know exactly what they are. They're not pretending to be billion-dollar blockbusters. They're simply just trying to have fun and give a good experience for the audience. Now we have to talk about possibly one of the strangest trends going on right now in modern cinema, and that's reimagining public domain characters. I don't know if you guys remember the Winnie the Pooh slasher film, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Did numbers in the box office enough to make a sequel, and then that opened a whole universe of other public domain characters getting their own slasher movie. Some characters that have gotten this new reimagining of their character have been Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, Popeye, Pinocchio, Bambi got one. Betty Boop is going to be getting one here pretty soon. It's honestly hilarious, but I respect it. Some critics dismiss these films as cheap cash grabs, while others embrace them as wonderfully obscure and absurd experiments. Regardless of quality, they demonstrate something fascinating. These independent filmmakers were just paying attention to copyright law and using it to their advantage to tell a story major studios would never do. And I have to respect that. All right, while watching this video, I want you to go to like a laptop, a TV, another phone, and go to Tubi. You may scroll past an Oscar winning film, an Academy Award winning film, then randomly a movie about killer llamas, then a classic noir movie, then maybe a zombie shark film. It feels chaotic. And that's exactly why people love it. See, streaming services often rely on algorithm that recommends more of what you've already watched. Tubi is different. Browsing it captures the excitement of walking through a Blockbuster or a local video store down the road without knowing exactly what you're going to stumble across. A hidden gem, if you might say. It encourages discoverability, and better yet, it encourages you to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe instead of watching Shawshank Redemption, you're going to watch Tobar the Great. Maybe instead of watching The Godfather, you can go and watch Octoman, about a monster humanoid octopus that causes chaos in a neighborhood. Who knows? It opens the doors to new ideas and new inspirations for filmmakers and honestly just everyday viewers. So why watch obscure movies? At first glance, these obscure movies seem disposable. Many have tiny budgets, unknown actors, limited effects, minimal advertising. But beneath all those limitations lies something incredibly valuable: creative freedom. No studio executives, no billion-dollar franchises, no pressure to appeal to every demographic, just filmmakers trying to make something unusual and fun. Sometimes they create an absolute flop, and then on the other side, they create an actual cinematic masterpiece. Sometimes they produce movies that become legendary simply because nobody has ever seen anything quite like that before. That's what makes obscure cinema so fascinating. It reminds us that filmmaking isn't just about the money. It's about imagination, taking risks, and sometimes those risks create something unforgettable. Hey, if you like this video, click this one right here. It's pretty good. I know exactly which video this is, and it's one of my favorites, so please click it and watch it. Also, subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know, what are some of your favorite obscure movies? I would love to know. I need recommendations, so let me know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.